So Steven Crowder, this absolute garbage, is abusive, and video was released of him abusing his wife. Now, it's over for Steven. All she wanted him to do was help her out with the dog because she didn't want to poison herself with the dog's medication. So she asked her husband with the tiny hands here to help her out and do this favor for her. He goes on a tirade, which you will see. Steven has decided to set us all back, all of us traditional people that believe in a man and a woman in a traditional household, by being an absolute tool. This is not what conservatives or people on the right would recommend for a marriage. This man is garbage. So let's watch him destroy his life as he knows it.
No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
There's no groceries today. I do have
steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's not a reasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes, other than that, you see love and respect. No, other than man, no, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you are not.
Then I will ask them to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's no threat, Steven.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either. The way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
You give up so easily? I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves.
By his admission, would lose control and scream at his pregnant wife in a threatening tone, "I will F you up," which is what led his wife to flee the home. However, neither Hillary nor Steven is contending that there was physical abuse in their marriage or sexual infidelity. And in audio files and text messages I reviewed, Steven Crowder admits to some of his faults, which include a volcanic temper. One, Steve left their home to pursue elective surgery. Hillary urged him to get the help he needed to address his abuse with the hope that their marriage could be saved and they could peacefully live together as a family. Instead, Steven refused to do so and chose not to be with his wife during the birth of their twin children. Permanently, Hillary was unaware that Steven had hired a divorce attorney and asked his assistant to cut Hillary off financially. There's significant documentation substantiating these facts.
Every issue that you complain about, women, legitimately, and I am empathetic towards you. I have a white woman wife, just to be clear, hashtag white woman. I have a wife who's a stay-at-home mom now, and she used to be a professional. So I have some experience with this, living with a woman and what it is that she has valued and where she has found herself happier. Take pride in your job, absolutely. But take pride in being a mother too. Take pride in being a wife too. Do you not want your husband to take pride in being a good husband, being a faithful husband, being a loving husband? The qualities that you admire in a man? Take pride in being a wife and a mother, not just a career. You can take pride in either or, but generally speaking, not both. You can't have it all.
Wasn't that infuriating? Now, I've been in a lot of abusive relationships, and I was with someone who was very much like Steven here. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Bernie, was he Libra? No. But he does have Libra in the first house. So my ex, I called him the F word from Alito. So the F word from Alito worked in the oil field, and he said, Bernie, you don't have to work. Just be a stay-at-home girlfriend. Just take care of everything in the house. And I did. And I would get up 4 in the morning, make him breakfast. This is when he worked in town. And he said I didn't do anything. He actually rubbed the top of a picture frame and found dust on it. Like, it was that type of abuse. So, in being a submissive woman, I'm not sure how many of us come from abusive childhoods, but there's something people-pleasing that set me up for this type of person. And I suspect it's the same for Steven's ex-wife here. Something in her allowed this to go on. Same for myself, where we want to be a good little wife. We want to be a good girlfriend. We want to do what pleases our man, but they don't want to please us. I remember very early on, before I even moved in with this guy, he watched me. I was carrying something heavy. I don't think it was heavy, but my arms were full. And we were walking to my apartment, and he had nothing in his hands. And I looked over at him, and I said, damn, baby, you want a piggyback ride? And he was like, oh. And he took the stuff from me, and he says, I kind of thought about that. So he had thought about it. He was sitting there thinking, man, I should pick up something and carry it. But he didn't. And it wasn't until I said something that he did. He was giving me a little bit of a test there. Still didn't stop him from being abusive. Now, what these people do is they wait until they've got you financially dependent on them. Stephen waited until she was real good and pregnant, can't get rid of it, and then he starts to really show his ass. Now, she said she's been protecting his mental health problems for a long time, so there were some clues, that she ignored, and she got pregnant by him. I can't tell you how many people have wanted to have a baby with me, knowing how fucked up they were. They try to hand me a cream pie, and I push that shit back at them and say, I'm on a diet. I'm on a strict diet. So, thank you, but no, thank you. A guy wanted to go out on a date with me recently, and he immediately started talking about marriage and kids before the first date, because people want to trap you and then show their true selves. Why do they want to be abusive? Fuck if I know. But they do. And they're looking for you to fail all these little tests. Basically, you would be passing them in their eyes. But for us looking in, you failed the test. You should have stopped it and said, hey, I don't like your tone. I don't appreciate you treating me this way. So, Stephen, instead of getting up off of your big fat ass and going and giving the dogs the medicine, you wanted your pregnant wife to do it. She's trying to protect your child from these medications and says, why don't you do it? And he gives her this bullshit argument of, what kind of wife are you? Discipline, respect. Does he respect her? Oh, no, because he brings in the money. That's everything. And he could do any old thing to her because he brings in the money. Not enough to afford 2 cars for some reason. And that's another thing the F word from Alito did. He took away my car. So when it came time to leave, he says, you don't have anything. You don't have any money. You don't have a car. I will say you're good looking, but that's it. So what did I do? I sold his guns. He had like an AK-47. Sold that $400. I sold all his guns. and rented a place and haven't looked back since. I've had him, not him, but several people that have done this. We get into a relationship, they flip a bitch and turn into some abusive, emotional nut job that delights in my tears. You see the way Steven delighted in her tears? She was sitting there holding her belly and crying, and he would not let up. The thing that made me break up with the F word and Alito is because I noticed that he got joy when I cried. I could feel him lighting up inside when I would finally break down and cry. Because, yeah, you know, when you're a logical woman, it's like they want to see that break down. They want you to be as emotional as they are. I'm not. I'm logical, and I'll just walk up out of there. Oftentimes, I come to the conclusion that they're stupid, that I've somehow gotten with another special needs person. But yeah, on my way out, I've had him cry, fall in a fetal position, beg. None of it works. You have to be good to people if you want them to stay with you. It's as simple as that. So you got what you deserve. I hope she takes you for everything. Steven, I hope you lose your business. I hope your brand tanks. Nobody wants to sit there and see a pregnant woman, 8 months pregnant, get bullied by your little bitch ass, smoking a cigar. Can't do anything. Just sitting on the couch, running your fucking mouth. So, good on you, girl. I'm glad you left. I will still continue to be a submissive woman, but I'm going to submit to the right man. Just like a captain of a ship. If you start fucking up, we'll say, hey, you can't be captain anymore. You don't seem to be all right up here. Yeah. So, you pick the captain of the ship and choose wisely. Making a baby with some fucking nut job sucks. For the rest of your life, you are entangled with this person who doesn't give a damn about you. He said, I don't love you. And they say these words and expect you to stay. I don't love you. Whoop, say no more. I'll drop some papers and we're gonna end this. You don't get to just fucking pop off at the mouth at me. I wish I could have possessed her body at that point and just beat the living shit out of him. That's what I would have had. With a golf club, you know. Don't want to hurt the baby. And then I'd be like, oh, I was practicing my golf swing and he just kept getting in the way. He's going to be a vegetable? That's terrible. We're going to have to put him in a home. Yeah. Google's minimum wage nursing homes. This is why I haven't been physically abused. I'm violent. I am mentally violent. I would not fuck with me, personally. Steven, the whole world hates you, and rightfully so. You showed your ass. I guess you forgot the video camera was there. So you're not very smart, are you? Poor thing. So, that's my take. This video pissed me off so much that I was just making circles in my kitchen, just muttering to myself. It triggered me so much because I've been in these relationships that just make you hate life. Tell you what, I'm real happy being single. Real happy having my own peace. It's not worth it. I don't care what you're paying for. It's not worth it. So, thank you so much for watching my video. Please do subscribe if you're not subscribed. I really appreciate your donations. Thank you guys so much. Remember, every Wednesday we go live here, so I would love to see you there and we can chat about old Steven, motherfucker. Alright, see y'all later.